Hello and welcome to another video. Today, I am going to be showcasing the Insect Monarch. In my opinion, a very underrated and powerful unit. You can obtain her from playing the Destroyed City ticket, and you can obtain the Destroyed City ticket from the admin trial. If you play the admin trial right here, you can buy those tickets for 2,000 tokens, and you get those tokens from playing the trial itself. Now, she also have her own unique item, which you can obtain from crafting from the blacksmith. And her item is the Toxic Dagger. Belongs to the Insect Monarch, granting Monarch Toxin. Now, the best trait on her is probably Deity, and then the next best trait, I would say Vampiric. But I was not lucky enough to get those. Instead, I got Blade Master on her, which in a way takes luck, but in a way unlucky. I successfully failed basically, but it works, so I'm just gonna stick with it. So the build that I'm using on my Insect Monarch is 1 Toxic Dagger and 2 Pocket Watch. The thing about her is you want to boost her ability haste as high as humanly possible because she's an ability spammer. And there's a very unique way of using her. Well, not exactly unique, but you have to understand how she works and understand why ability haste is so powerful on her. Her abilities are going to be the Needle, Brute Swarm, and Monarch Command. Basically, with the Toxic Dagger, you're going to be replacing the Needle with Monarch Command. So it's just going to be Brute Swarm and Monarch Command. Basically, 2 nuke, both of them doing about 10k or above 10k ability damage and applying Toxic in a large area. Now, you might be questioning, what is Toxic? Well, you got to check her passive. True Monarch body, gain ability damage and toxic damage. Endless Brute, toxic gain 1 duration. Devouring Swarm, when poisoned enemy dies, restore 6 mana, and nearby enemy gain toxic. This is so broken, and let me explain why. So, when you use her ability, it's pretty much guaranteed to kill something. It's 13k damage. And once they die, you gain a lot of mana back. So if you have low ability cooldown, you're just going to spam out another ability, killing everything, gaining more mana, spam out more, gain mana, spam, gain mana, spam. You see what I'm getting at? She can chain her ultimate, which is extremely broken. And the thing is, nearby enemies also gain toxic. So once you kill something, everything around it is going to be poison. And when they die, again, she's going to gain mana. And it doesn't have to be her that's killing them. Any enemy that dies with toxic, she's going to be gaining mana, which is extremely broken. And then there's Hive Suppression. Toxic enemies do less damage and have less attack speed. This doesn't matter too much unless you can like stack toxic on them. So kind of powerful in a way. Queen's Feeding, for each toxic enemy, you can gain ability damage with a total amount of 10 ability damage percent, which is kind of okay. It's not broken. Insect Monarch, toxic enemies take increased damage from all sources, and you also gain 15% HP and 15% ability damage. So very great, a huge debuff. And then her ultimate ability is gaining damage reduction and increasing her toxic damage. So yeah, so you can see what you want to do is increase that ability haste, which is why Deity is probably better than Blade Master. Her only downfall is probably her lack of regen. Her dagger does give her 5% vampiric, but to be honest, that's not going to save her from anything. But she is a mage, so she's a backline unit. So what you want to do is have some frontline tanks. For example, I'm using Whitebeard here. And my Whitebeard build is... Where's my Whitebeard? Am I blind? Oh, there he is. My Whitebeard build is pretty simple. Quake Fruit, Spirit Shield, Lion Pride. That's it. That's my Whitebeard build. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the build. Let's just hop in to an actual game to showcase her. Alright, I'm gonna play extreme difficulty. She doesn't cost much to spawn, so you can usually place her down first wave or second wave. I'm gonna put her on auto upgrade, and yeah. She's a range attacker, and she does quite a bit of damage. Not quite a bit, she's like one of the best DPS in the game. And boom. That one's from Swordmaster, the giant black and white sword that's coming from the sky. So she's not going to be like too powerful in the beginning. Ability dealer usually have to be max upgraded to be actually useful. So try not to place her off the bat like I did. You want to use other units such as the Beast Monarch or Sha Hei-in, maybe even Sun Jin-woo. But yeah. And then upgrade 4. Okay. She's already starting to nuke. Nice. Okay. And boom. Okay. Also, another thing, I'm not sure why, but I can't seem to evolve Sun Jin-woo. His mode to get his item is like broken. For some reason, whenever I reach wave 12, the game auto delete every unit I place down. So I would have no money at wave 12 and just instantly lose. So I can't really evolve him. So his showcase is gonna have to come after they fix that issue. So next video, gonna be Sha Hei-in. And yeah, just a little heads up. Okay, so she's fully max upgraded. Her first ability gonna be doing 11k damage. Her second ability is doing 10k damage. And she's gonna be spamming those abilities out, as you can see. Her cooldown is practically 0. And boom. And just everything is dead. Yeah, that's pretty much her. Very powerful. Now, she's going to die quite a lot because she has no way to heal. So you want to play something like Whitebeard all the way at the front so that he can taunt and soak up that damage while Insect Monarch is attacking everything else from behind the scene. Okay. Let's see her damage. Look at that damage. Instantly went to 20, 30k. Very fast DPS. Very explosive. Big AoE, big chain. Impressive overall. Might be the best DPS in the game right now that I've tested out. Alright. Okay, wave 18 going smoothly enough, but she's dead. She's dying, yeah. Okay, I think I failed this wave. Because Whitebeard did not taunt enough of them, so that one's a fail. Is Whitebeard gonna solo this? I think he's dead. How's he alive? Okay, yeah, he died. Okay. And then wave 18 is like a hard wave, so... Oh, there we go, her damage. Okay, Whitebeard did his job. He taunt everything into a circle, and then she killed everything. Alright, let's activate her ability. And we have a nuke. Oh my god, 50k damage instantly off the bat. And she hasn't even taken any damage. Whitebeard's doing his job. Look at that damage. Okay, so as you can see, very high amount of damage. I'm gonna actually check regen. Yeah, her regen's not that high with only 5% vampiric. Overall, I would give her S tier. She's very good. Her downside is dying, but if you have a tank, it doesn't really matter, as you saw on the last wave. She'll be able to dash out her ability. And since she can chain, the moment she starts hitting anything, it's just instantly over for the enemy team. So she's one of the must-have unit from this event. So yeah, definitely an S tier. But that's going to be it for today's showcase. And have a wonderful day.